Hello, this is just another 80s Geek, and you are watching the Geek Showcase, a channel dedicated to all things geeky. And I am bringing you an episode that I am somewhat excited about. We've done a lot of sports cards before. We've done some action figures, some toys, some top lists, and all kinds of other fun stuff. And today I want to go back to the world of sports, but this time not for trading cards. So when I was a kid, there was something called a Panini Sticker Album. They did these for multiple sports. We're talking about 35, 36 years ago, guys. And they did these for baseball, basketball, hockey, football. I don't know all the sports they did for them, but I know they did a lot. I believe it started with soccer around the world and things of that nature. But I was given one of these photo albums from Panini back in 1989. So 36 years ago. And I'm going to show you what, I still have it, so I'm going to show you what it looked like. And you're going to see that it is well worn and well used. In fact, it's so well used and worn that my mom eventually used contact paper from like kitchen drawers to reinforce the cover. So this is what the 1989 Panini Baseball Sticker Album looked like. You can see that it has Mr. Jose Canseco on the cover, and that you can see it says Panini 1989 Baseball Sticker Album. And what you would do here is you would get this album. I think this one cost probably, I'm guessing, $1 maybe, or something of that nature. Here we go. Looks like it has some prices there. So 69 cents for the book, and then you also have an Oscar Mayer and Easton contest or advertisement there. So you would buy this book, and then you could buy stickers in little packs. You could go to the gas station or convenience store or whatever, and you could get these little sticker packs. They probably came 5-6 stickers in a pack. You could buy the pack for like 10 cents or a quarter or something like that. And the idea was then that you would open these packs, you would get the stickers, and you would try to place the stickers in the sticker album and complete the album. So this one in particular is one of my favorite ones as far as the layout. I've only seen a few, but this one here is 1989, and you can see when you open it up, first you get all of the team statistics and the standings, and then you would have a table of contents, which basically gives you all the different teams, as well as a few extra bonus pages for stuff like the All-Stars or award winners and stuff like that. And here you can see an example of where some of the stickers would go. I obviously did not get this set of stickers. This was number 1 and number 2, which was the bottom and the top half of what would have been a World Series 1988 World Series trophy. So when you got those stickers from the packs, you would have placed those in those spots. And then after that, you can see that it's going to open up into, and like I said, this is very well worn, so you can get an idea of what the stickers would look like. These have some highlights and some of the playoffs and things like that. And sometimes it would just be an individual sticker like you see here, where you would just place it. Sometimes it would be like this, where you have 2 stickers that you would place together to make a scene. So this was featuring the Dodgers and the Mets in the championship series, as well as the Red Sox and the Athletics. And then obviously this has some highlights, such as the Wrigley Field lights being turned on for the first night game ever at Wrigley Field. And then from there, it would go into the World Series. And you can see this one is an example of a 4 sticker one. So you needed all 4 of these stickers in order to make this a complete picture. Obviously, we had the Dodgers there beating the Athletics in 5 games in that one. So after that, you get team pages. So in this one, for example, you have the Braves. And I want to show you at the top here, if I can get back far enough, you had 3 foil stickers. So one would be a team logo, one would be a stadium, and one would be a team name. So you would have that across the top. And then at the bottom, you would get the different players. So this year featured a Tomorrow's Headliner section, which gave you 2 young players for the team. And then you would have generally the pitchers and then all of the position players on the other side. You also got the photo in the back, and you got some of the team leading statistics, as well as individual statistics, and like what you would see on the back of a baseball card underneath each of these. And you would have a blank spot with a number and a name, and then as you got the pictures or the stickers, you would put them in those spots. Obviously, I was missing a lot of the Braves, but you can see my favorite team I was able to complete the page for. So this is what the Chicago Cubs page looked like. So you can see that it has the Cubs logo up here. You have a picture of Wrigley Field in the foil, and then the Chicago Cubs name in the foil, all kind of glittery. I'll get that up close so you can see those. You can kind of see those are very kind of fun, cool pictures that have some sparkle to them. And then you would have the individual players, so you can see Mark Grace, Ryan Sandberg, Andre Dawson, Greg Maddux over here. So you could see all of those things. And then you would go through, and that would just be page after page for different teams. In the middle of this year's one, they gave you also a National League team leaders. And then in the middle, you had the All-Stars. So this gave you the American League All-Stars on one side and the National League All-Stars on the other side. It's just kind of an interesting thing. And then it gives you the rosters, the game result, and all the statistics in the middle for the 1988 All-Star Game. And then you would have the American League leaders, and then it would go into all of the pages for the American League. And then towards the back of it, you also had, after the Blue Jays here, you also had a page for the award winners. So you had the Player of the Year, the Rookies of the Year, Cy Young, and the MVPs. So then you had some information, because they always had these things where you could send in and get more stickers or trade stickers. So they had the sticker exchange, trading double stickers with your friends, 1-for-1s, and how to place your order and things of that nature. So if you were having trouble completing and you didn't want to just go to the gas station or convenience store, then I guess you could try to do these mail-ins. You needed it says right here, you needed in this particular one, you needed 480 stickers to complete this collection. So 480 stickers is how many you needed to complete the 1989 book. All right. I never had the 90 book. I think they started doing this in 88, somewhere around there. And I think they went through about 1996 in the Panini version, and I think there may have been some other versions after that in other brands and things like that. But in the original Panini for baseball, I'm not talking about the other sports, they may have had different years, but for Panini baseball, I want to say it was 1988 to 1996. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments. But this was the 1989 one. I did have one other one when I was a child, and that is the 1991 book. This was a little bit different. It was a lot smaller of a book. As you can see, if we're comparing these two, granted one of them has a lot more wear and tear, but you can see that one is just a lot thicker than the other. The reason being, and I think this was a bad call by whoever was designing this, the reason being is because you saw in that other one where a team got a double page, right? They had both pages would be the Cubs, and you'd have players and all this other stuff. In this version, one team only gets one page, and then on the other page of that open out is a completely different team. So you have the Astros and the Braves here, instead of it taking up the whole page, which I think is a miss. Number one, you don't get to have as many players. Number two, we didn't get like the stadium logo. We don't have the stats that you normally would have gotten on the page. So I think that was a miss by Panini in this 1991 version. And then like in this one, instead of having stickers go here, it's just a photo, right? It's just an array of photos. So there's no stickers. There was stickers here. They had a bunch of no-hitters in this year, so they do have that. And they still had the standings and the statistics on the opening cover. And then in the middle of this one, let me see what they had. I don't remember if they have the All-Star one in the middle of this either. So instead of the All-Stars, you just got the statistics and they had the National League logo and the American League logo, but there was no All-Star section, which I think, again, big miss. And then towards the back, there was tomorrow's headliners, which is, these would have been individual stickers. On the other one here, they're just pictures. Those aren't stickers, so it's just pictures. I don't know why they didn't make it so you could collect the stickers and put them there. They did have a cool thing that the only upgrade, I think, for this 1991, because I think the 1989 one was much better. The only upgrade to the 91 section was that it gave you this dream team thing where you could create your own team, and you had a spot where you could write your name and you could say Joe's or James's or Tim's 1991 Dream Team, and then with your duplicate stickers that you didn't use, if you already had a Ryan Sandberg on the page here and you had another one, you could have put Ryan Sandberg here as your Dream Team second baseman. This would not have been my Dream Team. This is just what I had available with the the duplicate stickers I had. So like I got Bo Jackson out here, and Paul Molitor might be a good choice, and Nolan Ryan's a good choice for pitcher, but I would have probably switched out a majority of the other ones had I had more duplicates. I just didn't collect it as much in 1991 as I did in 1989. So that was what the 91 version looked like. I never had the 90 version, but I'm curious what it looks like and what it entails. So what I'm going to show you guys today, I have gone online onto the interwebs and found a brand new, still in package version. You can see it's got like the long, still plastic wrap and whatever. Here is the 1990 version of this album. So you can see it's got, this one has Nolan Ryan on it, and I don't know what this is going to look like, so we're going to see. Usually when you got the album, it came in a package like this. So this is your starter kit. And what it has on here is it has the book. And then if you turn it over, it has 5 packs of stickers. And then this one came with some stands that you could create some type of stand or frame for certain things. We'll have to look at that. That is for, let's see if it says here. Yeah, right up here. So it says, plus stand-up frames for your favorite players. $1 value. And this book again was listed as 89 cents. This one's obviously all about Nolan Ryan. Apparently I can win a day at the ballpark with Strikeout King Nolan Ryan, so I got to see back cover for details and for a free entry. See if they'll still honor that 36 years later. And then they have a picture of age 12 Nolan Ryan, so that's kind of cool. And this is what the packs look like. As we saw with that other album, though, the one that you needed 480 stickers to complete it, not going to get very far with 5 packs of 6 stickers each. So that's going to be 5 player stickers and 1 foil sticker. So, that's only going to be, 30 stickers? So I probably need some hundreds of them. So what I've done is I've also gone online and bought a bunch of these stickers. So this is what the sticker packs look like. Put that down so I can maneuver better. So it has Nolan Ryan on the front, and you can see here it says each packet contains 5 player stickers and 1 foil sticker, so 6 collectible stickers in each thing. And I like the back here, it says each packet contains 5 player stickers and 1 valuable foil sticker. And this says that they cost 30 cents in the United States for 1990. So they were 30 cents a pack. So you could buy, get $5 or whatever. You could buy a bunch of packs of these, and then you could trade with your friends the duplicates and things of that nature. So we have right here 60 packs of stickers here, plus the 5 that come in here. And then I also have 60 more packs. So we have 120 packs of stickers. Now, before you freak out or hit stop, I'm not going to open all of these on air because that would be a lot of packs. We've got 120 packs to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the book, and we're going to take a look at what the book looks like. And then I'm going to open a few of these so you guys can see what it's like. And then I will stop the video and we'll start filming again once I'm done to see how close I come to filling up this book and how many empty spots I have and how that all works out. So I will be right back. I'm just going to take the plastic off the book, and then we'll get looking to see how this 90 book compares to the 89 and the 91. So I'll be right back. All right, so we are back at it. I've taken the plastic sleeve off so you can see that this here is the stands that you can put some of the stand-up frames for your favorite players. So I'll have to rip those out and fold them the appropriate way and deal with that later. That's not really what I'm interested in. And then we got the additional 5 packs of stickers. And now we have the book out of the package for the first time in 36 years. So, all right, let's see what this one looks like. We're just going to flip through together and kind of see how this compares. I'm hoping it's a little bit more like the 89 one, but it does look like it's pretty thin. So I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit more like that 91, but we'll see. All right, when you open this cover up, We do have, just like before, the standings and the statistics for the final for the year there. And then we have a table of contents, so it's going to tell you what team is on what page. It looks like we're going to have the American League first, which is reverse of how the other two have been. Both the other ones have had the National League first. And it says players appearing on respective teams as of November 1st, 1989. Obviously, they have to print this ahead of time. So, all right, let's open it up and see what it looks like. So that is what the team page looks like. So we still get some player pictures from the team on the background. It looks like they're like the 89 one. They are going to include the team leaders for a couple categories at least. It looks like they do the number one person for the team for batting average, home run, RBIs, and stolen bases, wins, ERA, strikeouts, and saves. And then it does have the stats like the baseball card with the height, weight, what arm and they throw with and bat with, what position they are, what their birth date is, where they were born, and then it has their 1989 and career statistics. So I do like that, just like the 1989 one. It has the stats and the leaders right there on the page. And then you can see it's going to have the number and then a box where you can put the sticker on there. And it looks like they also have a couple notations here, so you can see for Cal Ripken and Mickey Tettleton for the Orioles that it's actually going to show a 1989 All-Star designation, so you can see that they are the ones that made the All-Star game. And then the foil ones here, looks like we don't get the stadium, unfortunately, but we are going to get a team logo and we're going to get a team helmet. So we have the logo and the helmet that's going to go on here. And then we're just going to keep flipping through a few more pages just to see what it's like. We'll skip past all of the American League teams, see if there's anything in the middle of this book. I do like the size, too. I don't know if you noticed. Let me just real quick go back and show you a comparison. So of the stickers that would have been in the 1989 version, size-wise, and the 1991. So you can kind of see right here that there is a stark difference between the 89 pictures stickers and the 91. So I'm glad that we are still getting what appears to be a bigger sticker here in 90. So that's a pretty decent size square for that sticker. So that's good. And then as we get to the middle, let's see what we got here. It has a foil sticker of some sort that's going to show the matchups for the championship series. So this one would have featured the Blue Jays and the A's, and then the Cubs and the Giants. And then it has a breakdown of those series and what happened in the 5 games. And then we have just some general pictures on this side of the games and the action. So we do get a foil picture here for each one for the championship series. So that's cool. I think that was the first page in the middle section. Oh, nope. We missed one here. We have the American League statistics, which is cool, kind of like the 1989 one. And it looks like we're going to have 3 different photos here, stickers here that we're going to be able to put for some of these leading players. So we have the American League statistics. We have the League Championship Series. We have the World Series. Now, it's not going to give us a spot for any stickers on this one, but we do have a summary of what happened in that series between the Oakland Athletics and the San Francisco Giants. Then we have Excellence in the 80s. So this is a new section. Wasn't available in either of the other ones. So it looks like we're going to have a series of 10 stickers that are going to feature some foil stickers from folks that appeared in the 80s. Since this is the 1990 version, it makes sense to look back at the decade that just ended. That's cool. Then we're going to get the All-Star game, just like the 1989 album did. That's awesome that we're getting the All-Star one. It looks like we're going to have a few stickers that are double. So this one says like Dave Stewart and Bo Jackson. So it looks like they're going to be comboed. So that's cool that it kind of keeps that from the 1989 album where we get the All-Stars all listed out there. Looks like it's probably going to be the starters would be my guess. And then I'm guessing we're going to have the National League statistic leaders there with 3 more individual stickers and then all the categories listed there. So this is coming a lot closer to the 1989 version, so I'm very happy with that. And then we're going to go into the teams. Again, they get the double page layout just like the 89 version, just a little bit bigger of stickers, so I don't think we're getting quite as many players, and we don't have that stadium foil, but we do have the helmet one, which was not in either of the other ones. Let's see if there's anything listed in the back here once we get to the last team. So once we get past the Giants here, then we have tomorrow's headliners. So you saw in 1989 it had 2 of these per team, and then in 91 it just had 1 page that had them with no stickers. It just had them listed. So this one at least we get the stickers. So we got 10 stickers that are going to be tomorrow's headliners. And then it looks like one more page here. We have a 1989 highlight. So we're going to have 6 additional stickers that are going to show some highlights from 1989, and then you have all your information for your sticker exchange, and then your sweepstakes, which a grand prize was win a day at the stadium with Texas Rangers strikeout king Nolan Ryan. First prize was a warm-up jacket of your favorite team. Second prize was an official Panini baseball t-shirt. I'll have to enter and see if I can win something there. All right, and then we have another advertisement on the back. I wonder if it says how many stickers you need to fill this one. So this one does not say, I don't see where it says how many stickers in total. Maybe I'll have to look at another one, but they will trade up to 30 stickers at one time, provided they're from the Baseball 1990 collection. We only exchange for the same type of sticker, a foil sticker for a foil sticker, a paper sticker for a paper sticker. Include $1.50 for handling, shipping and handling. So I do not see where it says a sticker amount that you need. I'll have to do some research and look that up. When I come back, we're going to open a few of these packs to start it off, and then we'll fast forward to see how close I come to completing it. So stick with us as we venture into further the Panini 1990 Baseball Sticker Album. All right, we have our first pack of stickers for the 1990 Panini Sticker Album. So we're going to go ahead and rip this open. You can see what the stickers look like. We'll put a few of them in the book, and then I'll fast forward to when I've opened all 125 packs of stickers to see how we did and how close we came to finishing them all out. So let's see here. All right. Looks like that one is somewhat stuck to... That's what happens when you wait 36 years to open these. So a little bit stuck to that first page. It didn't... I don't think it damaged it at all. No. All right, so this is what the stickers would have looked like. On the back, they would have had the number to tell you where in the book it goes. A little advice here, trading double stickers with your friends is fun. Baseball 90, Panini, bend and peel as far as how to get the sticker off the backing. And then you'll be able to turn this around. And we should have 5 players and 1 foil sticker. So you can see that there is Tony Fernandez from the Blue Jays. We got Tim Belcher from the Dodgers. See, it's almost like opening cards. We got Mike Boddicker from the Red Sox. We got Alvaro Espinoza from the Yankees. Here's our foil card. So we have the Houston Astros helmet. And then we have the one that was stuck to the cover there, Mr. Eric Davis. So then what we would do, I'm just going to pick a random one. We'll do Alvaro Espinoza, since nobody remembers him from back in 1990. That's when you know the Yankees weren't that great, right? So this is sticker number 121. So then in the book, you would take this guy and open it up to sticker 191. Which, does that say 191 or did I lose my mind? 121. Somebody should have corrected me out in cyberspace. All right, 121. So that would be the New York Yankee page. And you can see that 121 goes right here. And if you hold it up close, this year they actually put the name on them. Other years there was no name, so you didn't actually know who went here. You just had to match up the number. But this one does say Alvaro Espinoza 121, and then you get his statistics, things of that nature. Sorry, I can't get that close enough to come in clear. So we're going to go ahead and peel this guy back, bend and peel. Skills for later on in life as far as stickers. All right, so can you imagine doing this to a baseball card? All right. And this is why I'm not going to do with all these on air. So let me try to square this guy up a little bit. Oh, and it does cover the name when you're done. So it actually covers the number and the name. So this is what it would look like once it is on there. So you can see that we have that covers up the name and the number, and then you have the full effect there. All right, so that is very cool, and that's how that would look. And then let's do the one more, and then we'll fast forward until I'm done with these. So we're going to go ahead and put the Astros helmet so you can see one of that. That number, they were still in the National League at that point, so that is number 265. So let's flip ahead to 265, 255, one more page. All right. We're going to peel it, bend and peel, and the foil ones are usually a little bit easier. All right, I'm assuming it's going to take both of those and go over it. Well, that's when you had to be careful about how you put these guys down. All right, not the perfect placement, but I'll get better as we go here. All right, so that is the Houston Astros helmet that goes there. The logo will be above it, and then the helmet, and then you'll have all the players. So those is our first pack. I'll open one more pack. I won't put them on, but we'll open one more pack so you guys can see that, and then we'll fast forward so you guys don't have to deal with the painfulness of watching me try to put all these actually in the book. So this one, we start off with the foil one right here. This is the Brewers helmet. I didn't realize there was a baseball and a ball, a bat and a ball on it too. So that's cool. All right, and then we have, look at that. There we have Frank White from back in the day. We have Van Plesac. We have Bob Malacky. We have Nick Saski. Look at all the stars we're getting. And Andy Hawkins. So, okay, we got to open one more and try to get somebody that's actually like somebody out there will actually know who he is. I know those people just because I collected a lot of baseball cards in the 80s and 90s, and watched a lot of TV of games. So here we got the St. Louis Cardinals helmet. We have Danny Tartable. Randy Johnson, there we go. We have another Randy Milligan, another Frank White, and a Teddy Higuera. So, all right, so I'm going to go ahead and fast forward. We're going to stick a bunch of these stickers on, hopefully 125 of them with no more duplicates, and we'll see 125 times 6, I should say. So we have whatever that math ends up being, 700 some stickers to put on. Hopefully that's enough to try to make our book somewhat complete, and we don't have a bunch of empties spots. So wish me luck. We'll see how close we come. Fast forward here to see how we do with our 1990 Panini Sticker Album. All right, y'all, we are back. We've opened up hundreds and hundreds of packs of stickers. These packs right here, right? A couple hundred of those that we opened. Here is a stack off here to the right of all of the duplicate stickers. All right, those are ones that we had more than one of, so don't need those in the book, but they're extras. Did have a couple stickers that, I don't know if it's because it's been so long or whatever, but had a couple stickers that we just couldn't get off of the backing, or they peeled together and there was no, it just wasn't working as far as that goes. So we had a few of those. Unfortunately, my favorite player, Ryan Sandberg, the All-Star one, was one of them. Another Cub, actually, Mike Bielecki. Unfortunately, those were the only two that we had of those two guys, so it wasn't able to put that spot into the book. The other ones were duplicates, so that's all right. But we have this book mostly filled out. If you flip to the back, you can see about how many stickers we have here. It was 388 that you needed to finish this. And as you can see, we have a few spots that we didn't get stickers on. So out of the 388, we're missing 55. So we're missing 55 out of the 388, but otherwise we have it all filled in. We'll do a quick little flip. I do have the final 5 packs here. So we're going to open the final 5 packs on air here to see if we can get any of those 55 missing stickers. Ryan Sandberg being one of them, both the All-Star and the regular. But we'll quickly flip through and you guys can see kind of what the binder or what the photo album looks like when you have it filled out, or at least mostly filled out. So again, That's what the page would look like. So it starts with a team here. So in this case, we have the Orioles, and then you got all of your different players. You can still see the stats underneath it. The only thing you can't see is before you put the sticker on, if it was an All-Star, it said All-Star on the back of one of these, but the sticker covers that part up. So there's nothing that signifies All-Star once you have the actual stickers there. Then you can see we have the foil ones, which is the logo and the helmet. And then obviously this is a page that has all the stickers, so that's what that would look like. And then as you flip through, we'll just kind of take a quick gander. You can see there's a page that, missing quite a few of them on that one. 4 missing from the Red Sox, missing Ellis Burks, Mike Greenwell, Lee Smith, and John Dobson. So some pages are complete, some pages are missing 1 or 2. Angels, for example, you're missing just Devon White. And then we'll go past the team here. Let's see, so we got the White Sox, we're missing 2. Indians, we're just missing 1. Missing 2 from the Tigers. Missing 2 from the Royals. Missing 1 from the Brewers. Missing 2 from the Twins. We got a whole page of the Yankees here. Not the Yankees that you know and love, but if you love the Yankees, I don't know. The downtime for the Yankees, pretty much. We got Don Mattingly, about the biggest star there. That page is complete, though. And then we have 1 missing from the Oakland Athletics. Mr. Walt Weiss, we're missing. Got 2 missing from the Mariners. 4 missing from the Rangers. The Rangers and Red Sox we didn't do too well on. 1 missing from the Blue Jays, Mookie Wilson. And then we had the American League statistics, which gave you a couple stickers there. We had 2 out of the 3 that we got. So we got Mr. Nolan Ryan and Kirby Puckett. We're missing whoever the other one is. It doesn't give us any indication on who that was. I'm sure I can look it up online, but not doing that right now. Then you had the championship series. So you had the logos. We got the American League one. We actually did not pull the National League one. Then there's a cool page that shows the 80s, excellence in the 80s. We thought it might be like different stars or whatever in the 80s. This is actually a thing that has a ring for each team that won in the 80s. So you got what the actual rings look like on a foil sticker. So that's pretty cool. There wasn't a ring yet for this one, so they just gave us the World Series trophy there, and we're just missing the 2. We're missing the Kansas City Royals one and the Los Angeles Dodgers one, but otherwise we have the rings, what they look like, so that's pretty cool. That's going to take us to the All-Star page. See, we're missing 3 stickers on the All-Star page, so that's what that one looked like. A couple of dual stickers where you had 2 people on one, like Tony Gwynn and Will Smith right here, or Will Clark, excuse me, and then the rest had like the individual photos. So that's what the All-Star page was. Then we went into the National League statistics. We have all 3 of those stickers, Kevin Mitchell, Vince Coleman, and Mark Davis. And then it goes back into the National League. So we're missing 3 Braves. We're missing 3 Cubs. Mike Galecki and Ryan Sandberg we just couldn't get them peeled off of the sticker. I tried as delicately as I could. And then we have Cardinals, or excuse me, the Reds. We're just missing the helmet. Had all the players. We got the whole Astros squad here. Yep, they used to be in the National League. We got the whole Dodgers squad, so a couple pages in a row that we did pretty well. We're missing 2 on the Expos, the logo and Spike Owen. Missing Dave Magadan is the only one we're missing on the Mets. Missing 3 for the Phillies. Missing just Jay Bell for the Pirates. Pedro Guerrero and Jose Akendo for the Cardinals. Gary Templeton in the helmet for the Padres. And then 3 of them, Dave Dravecky, Rick Russell, and the team logo for the Giants. Then after that, it goes into tomorrow's headliners. We're actually missing 3 of those, so we only got 7 out of the 10 there. They were very off as far as tomorrow's headliners go. There was nobody on this page that was that great, unfortunately. And then there's the last page, which gives you highlights of 1989. We got 5 out of the 6 there. We're just missing the Howard Johnson sticker there. One of only 3 players in baseball history to reach the 30-30 milestone. He was only 4 homers away from being 40-40. I wonder if he would have got the publicity Jose Canseco did. Who knew Howard Johnson was so close? So that is what we have for the binder. You can see it's added a little thickness here now that we've got all these stickers in, especially since a lot of the stickers are in the same location on the pages. So we got these final 5. You heard some of the names that we're looking for out of the 55 people that we are missing. We'll see if we can get any of those in these final pulls here. So we got the Royals helmet. We got Lenny Dykstra. Put this a little closer. Got Lenny Dykstra there, Craig Biggio as a catcher, Mitch Williams, Frank White, and hey, Junior Felix. We were missing that one, so I believe that was not one of the headliners we had. I could be wrong, so I think that might have been one of the 55 we were missing. We're not going to get it complete, obviously. I don't have enough stickers to do that, but just thought it'd be fun to open these last few packs on camera. So we got the Blue Jays helmet as the foil one in that pack. We got Walt Weiss. I know we were missing him, so that page I think is complete now. We got Joe Bever, Rick Sutcliffe, Roy Smith, and Bill Doran. Moving right along. A lot of these packs actually could be opened without ripping them. I'm just ripping them because I'm not taking my time, but I was actually able to open quite a few of them without actually tearing the package. That's kind of interesting. We got the Braves helmet. We got Barry Larkin, Jerry Brown, Dave Bergman, Jose Rijo, Paul Molitor. I don't know if I can, yep, see like this one. I'm not going to, where you can just get them out like that. I was able to do that with quite a few of them. All right, I guess you could resell them or reuse them or something if you wanted to. Oakland Athletic logo there. Another Lenny Dykstra. The last 5 packs we get a duplicate, really. Greg Briley, Gino Petralli, the Nolan Ryan, and Steve Sachs. So one more. No Ryan Sandberg, my favorite player. Not going to get any out of like 200 and some packs or however many of these we open. All right, we got the Yankees logo. We got Ron Kittle of the White Sox, Chuck Krim, Alfredo Griffin, Vince Coleman, and Kevin McReynolds. We might have been missing him. I can't remember. All right, we'll go back through there, put those last couple in there. But like we said, we're going to come a little bit short on the 388 or whatever number I said. We're going to probably be about 50 short at least. So I'm either going to have to buy some more stickers online, try to find some that are already open with just those players, or just be fine with it not 100% complete. But there you go. That is the 1990 Panini Baseball Collectible Sticker Album. So you can buy these off of eBay if you want. Some already have the stickers in. You can buy blank ones, then you can buy packs of stickers, have yourself some fun trying to fill it up. Like I said, a lot of fun back in the day with this 1989 one. It got a lot of use, as you can see from these pages. So it was fun to add 1990 to the 89 one and to have the 91 one. So 3 years in a row of these sticker books. Hopefully it was fun watching. If you didn't know what these were, now you know. You go down to your convenience store, gas station, you could have picked these up for 30 cents or something like that. 35 cents. So 30 cents in America. So there you go. This has been just another 80s Geek. You've been watching the Geek Showcase. So tune in next time for another chance to watch some more geeky videos.